Today we're going to create a wreath for my front door. The theme of the wreath is Nutcracker. So I have a 24-inch evergreen wreath, my scissors and wire cutters, some floral zip ties, and 3 different kinds of ribbon, and then 2 different kinds of mesh ribbon, some ornaments, and a nutcracker. I don't know if all this is going to go in, but these are things that I would like to see added into the wreath. So let's go ahead and get started. All of my supplies that I'm using for this wreath I got at Hobby Lobby, so this wreath you can easily recreate yourself. The first step that I'm going to do is fluff the wreath. So I'm just going to pull, start in one area and then work all the way around. I'm just going to pull the branches of the wreath up so they're all standing up and nice and fluffed. So I'm going to continue around the whole wreath. The wreath is fully fluffed, so I can go ahead and start decorating. The first thing I want to put on is my nutcracker. I want to make sure that he's nice and secure as well as he can be seen. So I think I want him right here. How I'm going to secure him onto the frame of the wreath is using some zip ties. I'm going to kind of move the branches around a little bit, kind of make a little bit of an opening. Then I'm going to take the zip tie and go around one of his legs and around the frame of the wreath and secure that. Get it nice and tight. And then come in with, I'm going to flip it over. Take my wire cutters and cut the back of that off. Flip it back over. Okay, so I want to make sure he's nice and secure. So what I'm going to do is put a zip tie around at the top of his arm. So I'm going to move his little cape thing here and come in with a zip tie. I think I want to do it on this side since I have it on a zip tie down here. I'm going to do it on this side. So I'm going to go ahead and squeeze that in and find the frame of the wreath here. Kind of push it under and then get it hooked up. Get it nice and tight. And then I'll cut my end of the zip tie off. Now I want to push the cape back down. Then I think to cover the zip tie, I can just take one of the branches of the wreath and cover it up. So he is nice and secure and he's not going to move. So I probably should take the sticker off the bottom of it too. I didn't even think of that. Okay, so I think the next element that I want to add is a little bit of the red mesh. So I'm going to go ahead and cut some strips of that. I think I'm going to do about 10-inch strips. Let's see. Let's go with 12-inch strips. I'm going to start with cutting 4 of them first. Okay, so for the mesh, what I want to do is I want to go ahead and kind of create like a little fan. So I'm going to just kind of gather it in the middle and it'll make like a little bow fan. And then to secure the mesh onto the wreath, I'm going to use a pipe cleaner that's red so it'll blend in with the mesh. I just cut a whole pipe cleaner in half. So I'm going to wrap that around, twist that on. And then I think I want it at the bottom to kind of cover up, help cover up the the base of the Nutcracker. So I'm just going to take that pipe cleaner and secure onto the frame of the wreath. Twist that nice and tight, and then I like to take my pipe cleaners and kind of push them forward. That way they're not scratching up the back of my door or scratching up my door. So since I have one here, I want to go over here with another one. So I'm going to go ahead and gather one together, secure it in the middle with a pipe cleaner. So it kind of looks like a little bow. And then go ahead and secure that onto the frame of the wreath. Okay, I think I'm going to do one on each corner. No, I think I'm going to hold off. I'm just going to put those two for now. And then I'm going to put these two aside, so I might add them later. I want to make a bow real quick using this beautiful Nutcracker ribbon. I don't want anything too large. I just want to put something up here. So I think what I'm going to do is do about a 6-inch bow loop. So I'm just looping the ribbon back on itself, and then I'm going to go ahead and pinch that, and then I'm going to loop it again so it's about approximately the same size. Pinch that into my hand. Yeah, I think I gotta go a little bit, make it a little bit larger. Now I want to twist this so the ribbon is facing up. And then I think I'm going to do these ones just a little bit larger, and then pinch and gather, or gather and pinch, and then again twist so the pattern is facing up, and then go ahead and gather and pinch that. Now I'm gonna leave that like that, so I'm gonna cut my ribbon close to where I pinched it. Then I'm gonna come in with a zip tie and secure that ribbon. No, I'm not. I want to make a tail. So I'm gonna fold a chunk of that ribbon onto itself, and then do a nice cut, and then take that center of that tail and put it in the middle here. So it's like that. I'm going to go ahead and secure that now with my pipe or my zip tie. I'm not securing it tight right now, so I can adjust the bows a little bit, adjust the bow a little bit. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and get that nice and tight and cut the back of the zip tie off. And then I don't want to see this part of the one of the loops, so I'm going to go ahead and trim that up a little bit. I'm going to come in with another zip tie. Actually, I think I'm going to go ahead and come in with another half of the pipe cleaner, and that pipe cleaner will cover up that zip tie, and then just twist that around, and then find where I want it in the wreath, and then flip the wreath over. And secure it to the frame of the wreath. And do a little fluffing of it. And then I think I'm going to go ahead and just to give it a little something else, I'm going to come in with the gold. Just make a couple little, bow. So I think I'm just going to I'm going to cut off, let's see, let's cut off about 15 inches or so, and then loop it and then fold that back onto it and pinch that in the middle. So that's going to be like that. And then I'm going to go ahead and wrap another pipe cleaner around the center of this bow and secure it into the middle of this bow and tie it onto the wreath frame. So flip the wreath over. Just give it a little something extra. Now for my tails, I want to go ahead and cut a dovetail. So I'm folding my ribbon in half, and on the folded side toward the wire I'm cutting down. So that creates a dovetail. Now, I don't really want these just to hang. So what I think I'm going to do is just kind of gather it a little bit and then use the branches of the wreath to kind of secure it. Wrap a branch around. And then this one, just kind of pinching, gathering and pinching that right where I want it to go, and then taking the branch and just wrapping it around that ribbon. And that's creating a little. Then I will fluff all this at the end. So now this is kind of looking a little bare. I think I'm going to go ahead and add one more of the red mesh pieces over here. adds a little bit of something to it, doesn't it? Okay, so what I want to do is I want to see if I can add this gold rope ribbon into the wreath somehow. I think what I'm going to do is just kind of like make little loops and then place it in. I've got like a long piece cut, so I'm just going to kind of work off in this one piece. So I'm going to wrap a pipe cleaner that I cut in half around the looped part of the rope ribbon. And then I'm just going to find the frame of the wreath, flip it over, and secure that on that pipe cleaner onto the frame of the wreath. And then flip that back. So, and then I'm just going to kind of let it fall naturally. And then make another loop, secure it with a pipe cleaner, and then add that onto the frame of the wreath. I think what I'm going to do is we'll stop with that right there, and then I'll go ahead and cut this so it's a little something, and we'll fill something in over here. I think I've got some ornaments that I can add on, a couple different, yeah, let's do that. Okay, so I'm just gonna, I've already hot glued the tops of these ornaments on, so what I'm gonna do is just run a pipe cleaner in through the top, and then secure these onto the wreath with that pipe cleaner. Flip that over. So now I want something over here, and I have another ornament, and I have a bell. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and add these on. I don't want that little lace hanger that's on there, so I'm gonna cut that off. Maybe. Okay, so now I'm going to add the bell on. So I'm creating like a little bundle, and then I want them right there. So find at the back of the wreath frame. Going to add more of the gold rope ribbon, so I'm just going to go ahead and create a loop, secure it with a pipe cleaner, and then put it in right next to those ornaments here. Secure it onto the frame of the wreath. So then I come up a little bit here. Then I'm gonna, at the end here, I'm gonna go ahead and make another loop and then secure that end. and then secure it onto the wreath frame as well. Okay, so I want another little piece over here, so I'm going to go ahead and cut off another chunk of this rope ribbon and make a loop and secure it with a pipe cleaner. The last one ended right here, so I'm going to go ahead and start this one right here. So once I get all this rope on, I think I'm going to go ahead and kind of pull some of that evergreen branches on top of it so it'll stay in place where it's not secure. So now I need a little bit over here. So I'm gonna go ahead and just take a smaller chunk and do it right here. I guess what I'm gonna do with this one is I'm just gonna kind of make like a, just take the ends of the ribbon or the rope ribbon, put them together, and then put the top part down on top and then secure it with my pipe cleaner. And then secure that onto the frame. Okay, so now we need a little something over here. In this one, I'm just going to go ahead and kind of do the same thing that I just did. Take a nice little chunk, put the ends together so it creates a circle, flap the top of the circle back down onto the end pieces, and then wrap a pipe cleaner around the center of that. And then I'm going to go ahead. Let's see, I think this one will look right here. Okay, I think that's good. I like how it looks. I'm just gonna make sure that those pipe cleaner ends are hid, and then the any of the zip ties are hid as well. I can see this one right here, so I think what I'm gonna do is take the end of the branch here and tuck it in between the legs and pull it back behind the frame, and make sure all of my okay, I think it is ready to go out onto the porch.